Yeah, hello and welcome back to the channel. I sort of want to focus back on a little bit of electronics. I have an idea of how electronic devices work, and I was thinking that maybe today I can experiment a little and figure out how to light up one of these LEDs wirelessly. Right? So the idea is to again light up an LED wirelessly. I have some thoughts about it because of fiddling around with my phone, and I noticed that the phone is able to transmit or charge another phone wirelessly by just laying that device on its back. So I'm thinking that there must be some way that I can transmit that power from that wireless charging device, and you know that there are wireless chargers for the iPhone and now for the Samsung devices, and that I can transmit that wireless power to actually light up this LED. Let's see if we can do that. So one of the first things I did some research online, and I'm noticing that maybe there was need for a coil. The problem here is that I don't really have any coil wire available, and so what I know I have around is definitely a lot of these old speakers, right? And of course these speakers have a magnet at the back, and inside that magnet at the back it carries a coil that is already that is already wind up for us, right? So I'm gonna kind of take this apart and use the coil from inside to power my LED. I noticed that there are two leads. There is the positive and negative out, so I'm going to mark those once I cut it away from the coil. So the idea is to just kind of pull this apart. This is already torn up. This speaker is not good. In order for me to get the speaker fixed, I would have to change this entire area anyway, and I have a lot of old speakers that I can use. So I'm just going to pull this apart and get that coil out from in there. Let me cut these wires. And so I have my wires cut out. I want to mark which one is positive and which one is negative from that, and drag this out. And just like I figured, we have our coil in there already wrapped up for us, and inside there is just a magnet that we don't really have any use for that right now. So I am going to mark which one is positive and which one is negative. And that's just from what I found, so I don't have to tear apart everything. I can, and I probably should, cut around all these papers so we can get all of this out of the way, right? So let's do that. Without cutting the lead, of course. So let's remark that as positive in here and negative out there. That way I can go a little bit closer. Good. So we're left with our coil, and I'm thinking that if I had actual coil wire, which I don't, then I would just do my own wrapping. And I think the thought for measurement for induction is that, or for these inductors, is that if you make the coil a little bit larger, it should be able to transmit a little bit more power. But this one is well wound up. I'm thinking it probably has 100 or something coiled there anyway. But I'm dodging that process in terms of I don't have to go through that process now of winding this around something right? Because it's already done for us from an old speaker. Alright, so once I have that, I can get my LED, which I have here. So my LED, again, LEDs are these small light emitting diodes, and these come with two leads. And you'll notice that one lead is a little bit longer than the other. That means that the longer lead is your positive lead, and then the shorter lead will be your negative. So all I'm going to do, and I actually would need a soldering iron for this, but for this purpose, I'm not going to solder anything. I'm just going to wrap it around because I just want to see if it works, right? And see if I can transmit power wirelessly to this LED using some wireless device again. So I'm just going to wrap positive lead, and maybe a nice way to do this is that I'm going to bend this positive lead. Let me see if I can show you that here. I'm just going to bend the positive lead and also put a bend on the negative lead. And again, what I would want to do ideally is to solder this onto the leads out from this piece of coil that I got, right? I'm just going to wrap it around for right now. Just want to see if it works. So we're wrapping. I'm wrapping around the positive first. I really can't show you guys all of this. I wish I could. But I'm trying to use both cameras at the same time. And of course, I know you'll find it a little bit more efficient. If you have your soldering iron, that's fine. Go ahead and solder this. Let me see if I can have it zoom in. Yep, so there we go. Small wrapping, right? I do the same thing for the negative lead. So I end up with something like that. And you can see my positive marking and my negative marking there, right? Good. So should be set. The concept is that I can take power now, place this over some wireless charging or wireless charger, and harness that energy to make the LED light up. So let's see if that works. Right? So place this over some wireless device. LED should light if everything went as planned. I'm hopeful. Fingers crossed. Alright, let's try it. So I need my phone device to do that. Alright, so here, first of all, the phone brings, if I don't have a wireless charger for my phone, and so it brings something here called wireless power share. So I'm going to turn that on. And it says to place your device at the center or the back of the device, right? So I'm just going to turn this over, which is from where. So somewhere in this zone, we should have our power share being on right now. And so the idea is that I can place some device at the back here, and it should be able to share power, right? So you can charge another phone wirelessly using, of course, this is the Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus. So if I place this coil over this charging area, it should light up the LED. So I'm just going to bring that down. There we go. And I guess the lower I take it, the more stable the light should be. Oh. If I place it on it, move it around. So somewhere in the center is, I guess, your stronger point. And so that's my LED. It's lit up wirelessly. So that's how you light an LED wireless. Right? I guess that's pretty bright to me. That's pretty bright for an LED. Wow. My power share option went off, right? So there you have it. That's how you wirelessly light an LED using one of the, of course, wireless device. There is no battery attached to the LED or anything to get that device lit up. It is just simply sharing power from there. Yeah, so that's it. I'm hoping you found this video useful for all you hobbyists out there, electronic hobbyists. Again, remember that you're lighting the LED wirelessly using some other device that, of course, is able to transmit power wirelessly. And then these phones come equipped with it, with that feature. Your wireless charging unit also comes like that. And the concept is that if you have a device which is coiled on one side and you have that energy source which is also coiled on the other side, that you'll be able to push that energy wirelessly to the other device and then have that harness that energy being given off, right? Of course, it's not a high amount of energy being given off, but the Telsa concept is there, right? That was what his vision was about. That's it. I'm hoping you'll find this video useful and it's something that you can experiment with at home. I've been struggling with that for a while. The idea was in my head, but I finally had some time to execute it today. Again, coiled wire, LEDs, get it done, right? Yeah, so if you found this video useful, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Also hit the notification bell so that you can see whenever I place new videos. If you want to see more videos like this, of course, leave a comment in the comment below and tell me that you want to see more videos like these. I also do electronics as a hobby. It's something I like. You're probably seen some of my past videos. I'm talking about the Raspberry Pi project, which again, I'm hoping to do a bit more of that on the channel. And the idea is just to keep you learning, right? Keep everybody learning and having fun while learning. So enjoy your day and go geek yourself.